Guys, my name is Barry Flanagan from Loch 13 Gastropub and Craft Beer House in Sallins in County Kildare in Ireland. Today we're going to taste Lagunitas IPA. This is a beer that's been around for a good few 2 decades. In fact, Tony McGee would have started it in 1993. Lagunitas was started. Just recently read his book, so for anybody that wants to set up a craft beer brewery or anything like that, hence the reason why I read it, that Tony tells a good story, and he tells a lot about the love of the beer and the brewery team that he has in Lagunitas and how he's changed and upscales and everything like that as well. But it's a very honest story that he tells. So I haven't tasted this beer in a long time. I think the last time I tasted this beer would have been about nearly a year and a half ago. We've had it in bottles in our pub, Loch 13 in Sallins, but we've never had it on draft. I've tasted it on draft, not 100% sure it was looked after, is what I would say to Tony if you're listening, in Ireland. But it definitely, by reading your story, your beers intrigued me again. So I just want to get into this beer straight away. I love the branding of Lagunitas. The dog was very good. I always like the dog. And then, which I never knew before, is the stories that Tony would have put on his beers then as well. The label, quite simple. Obviously Lagunitas IPA, 6.2%. We're going to get a lot of hops. I remember from tasting this beer that we're going to get hops, and that's what I like. I like from IPAs, I like hops. But what I also like is the balance of the hops, that it's not just let's go fucking happy and let's go over the top. With Lagunitas, I know we get hops, but we also get the malt, we also get the good brewing processes then as well. So let's pour it in my all-day IPA Founders can glass. So as you can see, the IPA, a little bit of a darker colour, not dark, but as in it's not as clear as a pale ale, which is obviously a lot more going on inside this. So let's get into smelling it. Always what I remember from Lagunitas, that smell. It's a big hop smell. I think they've been true to recipe. They've tweaked it along the way, obviously, as they've changed breweries and everything like that. But it's where the ethos, I suppose, is what you read in Tony's book. They're always trying to just give as good a beer to the customer as they can, and that's what they believe, and that's what they stand for today. So the smell is beautiful. Right, we'll get into it. But quickly, as in what I'm smelling is pineapple. Definitely getting pineapple from that. Getting a bit of passion fruit, lemon, citrusy notes, pine. Classic American IPA. I would say Sierra Nevada Pale Ale, Torpedo. This would be Sierra Nevada Pale Ale, and it'll be in between Torpedo. Torpedo is that little bit more syrupy and smell, where I find that Lagunitas has kind of created a niche market between Sierra Nevada Pale Ale and Sierra Nevada Torpedo. So we'll get in to have a sup of this, guys. That's the thing. Haven't tasted it in a while, but from tasting it there now, it's not a completely different beer. It always actually surprises me that I can't remember that when you're drinking that, there's like a whole lot going on. There's orange. There's a little bit of hint of caramel in it. It's juicy. It's not dry. It's smooth. Carbonation is good. Good is what I would say. Outstanding. The the quality of the malt and the hops, the smell, and it has that little bit something different. And I think that's where with Lagunitas they always do have that something different. That they're not this brewery that wants to just kind of do what everyone wants them to. They're doing what they love, and that is beer that if you were a craft beer lover, that you tasted that for the first time and you tasted it and went, that's a nice craft beer. You'd be totally off the mark. That is a wonderful beer. That's well brewed. No smells, no off smells. Fruity, which an IPA should be. 6.2%. You can't really taste the 6.2% from it. In the sense of that, it's not as if there's a massive heat, or it's not as if it's syrupy, or it's not as if that you swallow it down and there's a heat coming through your nose. Really, really, really good beer. Out of 10, I would have to say I'd give it 8.5. 8.5 out of 10. I think that and that's good. That's a good rating to give. I think that the beer is quality. That the color is beautiful. I think that the IPA, being that kind of orangey amber color, suits it down to the ground. As I said, I haven't tasted it in a long time, and it still surprises me when I do taste it. And Tony and the guys in wherever Tony you are, if you're in Chicago or you're in California, still brewing great beers. And I don't think that I have the quirkiness on the bottle in this one. We don't get them probably over here in Europe. We're not ready for it. But keep doing what you're doing, and really good beer. Well done.